Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Any injury updates before tonight?
To be honest, we got a good amount. It's easier just to let the report come out than me comment on all of them. So I'm just going to wait for that. That'll be easier.
Yes, sir.
How'd practice go today?
Oh, I thought it was a pretty good day. I thought the intent was there. And, I'm excited. I'm excited to see some guys step up. I mean, that's the challenge. You just got to have guys step up and make plays in a good road environment. Like I said yesterday, it's the best team at home over the last 2 years has been us. The second best is Iowa State at their home record. So this will be a good challenge for us.
Kenny, what's a guy like Justin Watley with his infectious energy been able to bring to this team the past 2 years?
Yeah, he's awesome. He's competitive. He's always energetic. He always brings it every day, always brings energy. So I think it's just an infectious person to have in the program.
Jeff Sims said yesterday that the relationship with you and Marcus was the biggest reason that he stayed around. How would you describe that relationship, and why do you think it had the effect that it had?
Yeah, I think it's just trust. We trust him. He trusts us. So I think the trust and the honesty and the transparency is something that I pride myself with. So I think that he trusts us. I think he's got a long, crazy career. So I think it's pretty cool for him to be able to really finish, this thing out and play a few games. And I'm excited to go watch him play this week.
What does it say about the culture that you guys have, that a lot of guys that are injured are still out here being really aggressive? Same as with the QBs. Cyrus was scootering up and down that field. What does it say about the team?
Yeah, I mean, we took 6 guys to media days. 4 of them aren't playing right now. That's kind of crazy to think about it like that. And but it is fun to see that those guys are still engaged in their building, and they still want to be a part of it. They want to be out here. It's not what you want, but when you're in this situation and you have those guys still, involved at that level, it gives you a lot of confidence in what we're doing. And it gives, I think our staff a lot of confidence in the relationships that we're building.
Kenny, what are your early impressions of how Nudo is?
Good voice. Oh, I like the voice change. Get that question.
Ready.
Ready.
How were you impressed the first couple of days of Nudo leading the charge of special teams?
Obviously, Coach Regel's not replaceable. He's one of the best coaches the state's ever seen. He's, one of the best mentors you could ever have. So he's not a replaceable person. But I think with that, Jack's done a phenomenal job stepping in and being himself. He's not trying to replace Coach Regel because, like I said, he's an irreplaceable person. But he's stepping in and being himself. And I think the guys are responding to Jack being himself and the knowledge that he has. So I've been really pleased with how he's done so far.
Kenny, with so many injuries on your team, Iowa State dealing with the same thing, is this kind of a battle of the walking wounded of survival Saturday?
No, it's a battle of 2 really good teams that are frustrated, probably that, we're not winning more games. So it's a battle of 2 teams that, I know Coach Campbell, and he's one of the best coaches in our league, and he finds ways to win for a long time, and he's not an excuse maker. He's a guy that just finds ways to win, and I hope that from that perspective, it's the battle of 2 teams that want to win a football game really badly, that feel like they're close, and leaning in on that piece, not the other piece.
Touching on Watley and expanding it just to the guys on the team, how's it important? You talk about multipliers. How important is it to have multipliers on this team?
Oh, it's critical. You got to have people that, make, like Cam Dyer's out here still throwing. I mean, some people make people around him better, some people don't. And you got to have those multipliers in order to, lift everybody else up.
Yesterday when Jeff was talking, he said that guys like him and Cam Dyer prepare every week as if they were the starter, and that leaves them more ready for moments like this. What have you seen from their preparation?
Yeah, they're workers. I mean, they like football. And when you like football, you multiply the people around you, and then you're ready for your moment. Like Jeff did an unbelievable job last week coming in, converting a 4th down, then getting us into field goal range, and then coming in again later in the game and moving the ball down the field and scoring. So Jeff did a great job last week, and we got a lot of confidence in Jeff. Going to this game, we know he's going to be the starter 100%. So I really feel like we can put together a plan around him and his skill set, and versus a defense that's a little different than some defenses we face just structurally. So it's good to know that he's going into this thing, and we got a lot of confidence.
What have you seen from Cam and Jeff and just the way they've kind of worked together with one another?
Yeah, they've built a really, really good relationship. It's like his older brother now. They're always together. They're always joking around. Cam's always asking Jeff questions. So it's like I said, it goes back to that culture piece. It's cool to see the vets really embrace the younger guys and want to see them succeed.
Obviously, still trying to win as many games as possible. But before regular season games left, is there any consideration maybe get some of the younger guys in there with the redshirt rule?
No, we're trying to win games, 100%. I mean, it's funny how far, a year makes. A year ago, we'd be fired up, juiced up, one game at a time, and now the noise is completely different. Like, I don't get asked that question last year, and that's what we have to prevent ourselves from feeding into, is that the goal is we got to go win as many games as we can and be as successful as possible to build this place, and it's not going to happen overnight. We're going to have highs, we're going to have lows together. It's going to be up, it's going to be down. I've said it over and over. It's to get here and to make the minimum expectation higher, so over the next forever long time that we get to be here before we all get fired, which is the inevitable, we can build the best program we can build here.
You guys good?
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it.